Hello, gentlemen. How you doing? Hello, ladies. In case you're listening, but this video is primarily dedicated to the gentlemen. Gentlemen, I'm here today. If those of you that know me, I'm Reginald D. Bernie. I have a online radio show, blog talk radio forward slash, blogtalkradio.com forward slash Bernie Show. The Reginald D. Bernie Show. Join me. I'll be back on air next weekend. Just go to the Reginald D. Bernie Show on Facebook for updated information. Anyways, how you doing, gentlemen? I'm just coming to you straight up, man to man. I'm not here to offend anyone. I'm not here to down anyone, judge anyone. I'm just coming to you straight up. I'm coming to you from experience. I'm coming to you from the heart. A lot of us men, we think that we have all the sense. We think that we know it all. But gentlemen, just like God put women on here to be loved and loved, God also put us on this earth to love and to be loved. A lot of us think that having multiple women, dealing with multiple women, is the way to be. It makes you feel proud, feel like the man, but it's really not. There's a woman out there for you, but a lot of times a lot of us get in situations based on the eye, based on past experience, and we feel like we just feel like we are a person of importance when we act in such behavior. It took me a while to learn. God has blessed me with a very special woman, Chantel. Before I met her, I was a dog. I was a player. I was basically no good. And the last, I figured out, I was talking to my wife the other day, I figured out what my problem was. I had a problem with faith. I had a problem with trust because of my past experience. I really couldn't trust women, anyone at that. And I felt like that I had to deal with multiple women to make sure that if one let me down, hey, I got other ones to fall back on. And that's the mistake that some of us make. When we do that, gentlemen, we're setting ourselves up for failure. We have to keep in mind that, we think that we're hurting these women, but in reality, we're hurting ourselves. My problem was, I was being a coward. I was running from my demons. I was running from my pain, hurt. I was running from my situation. I was being someone that I'm not. And I come to find out, gentlemen, listen, we want a woman to love us for us. We want a woman that's going to love us for who God made us. A lot of us, we try to entice women with materialistic things, monetary things, power, statuses, and things like that. But why on earth would we want a woman that wants us for other than who we are? Ask yourself that. In the long run, it's not going to last. What happens if, this woman get with you based on how much money you have, and then one day all of a sudden you don't have any more money? You want a woman that's going to love you whether you rich or poor, skinny or fat, pretty or ugly. It is what it is. That's the type of woman that you want. We try to get with women because of our outer appearance. We allow our eye to fool us. We allow our eye to mislead us. Just because a woman got a fine body and a sexy face doesn't make her a qualified woman. But keep in mind, and before we even start going out there searching for a wife, we got to make sure that we are husband material first. Are we responsible? Will we be a good father? Will we be a good provider? Will we be a good husband? A lot of us, we need to stop having children with women that we can't trust. If you can't trust her with your life, do not, from my experience, gentlemen, do not have kids with these women. Wrap it up. Wait for the woman, God to send you the woman that he has for you. Do something. But be very, very careful with that. I am blessed to have a woman that I can actually be Reginald D. Bernie Sr. If I wet in my pants, wet the bed, I don't have no shame. She do everything in the book for me. And I'm just going to be honest. We have been through so much. And there's critics right now that's trying to come between us. Exes, new people, whatever, trying to come between us. But I need you to understand that what God bond, no one can break. I don't care who you are. That what God bonds, you cannot break. You may give us a setback. You may get us in an uncomfortable situation. But at the end of the day, when we wake up, we're going to be there in each other's face. And that's the type of relationship that I am hoping that you guys start searching for yourselves. You can have 100 women on your left. You can have the woman that God has for you on your right. Those 100 women on your left would not compare with them all together compared to the love that you would share with the woman that God has for you, gentlemen. You know, being thuggish, being cool, thinking it's cool to, disrespect women and everything else. You thinking it's being a man. That's not being a man. Let me tell you what a man does. And I had to learn this, and I'm not down on nobody, because before just this last year, I wasn't this type of man what I'm about to say. I just grew up. I'm going to be honest with you. I just grew up myself. A man is a man that basically say what he mean. He mean what he say. He's a man that's going to be a provider by all means necessary for his family. He's a man that's going to love his wife through it all. He's a man that's going to love his children through it all. He's a man that's going to stand up for his wife. He's a man that's going to let the world know that he loves his wife, that he's with his wife. He's the man that's going to let all of these women that he dealt with know that he has a wife, that he loves with all of his heart. Whether you got to break their little hearts or not, you got to do what you got to do to let your wife know that she is the one for you, and you plan on spending the rest of your entire life with her. But in order to get to that, you have to better yourself. Choosing a wife is very, very important, gentlemen. Don't go on, she got money, she's fine, she got her own car, that independence crap. You go by how she stimulates your mind. You go by, is this woman going to love you through it all? Has she proven that she's going to love you through it all? She's not a woman that's going to just talk about it. She's going to be a woman that's going to be about it. And that's very important. Very important. You want a woman that you're going to be happy to wake up to every morning. You don't want a woman that you're going to have to wonder what she's doing, where she at, how she's doing it. No, if you got to do that, she's not the woman for you. The woman I have, I trust her more than anything that walked the face of the earth. I trust her more than I trust the children of the mother of my children. And there's a couple of the mother of my children I trust a lot. But the trust I have for them do not compare for the woman that I have in my life that God has blessed me with. I trust her more than anything, because she not only talked about it, she has proven it, that she is worthy of my trust, not only my trust, but anybody's trust. Now, you want a woman that you can really sit down and tell her if you're afraid that you're afraid. If you need to cry, she's not going to look at you as being weak. She's going to look at you as her man needs her shoulder to cry on. That's the type of woman. That's the type of woman that God has for you, gentlemen. You don't want a woman that, as soon as your well go dry, she's gone too. We have to really sit down and take a deep look into ourselves and get out of that dog stage and player stage and become men that's ready to settle down. Yes, we're going to be men. It's okay with men. We're going to be men. You may see something you like, but that don't mean you go after it like a dog. When you see that temptation coming, which you're going to have temptation. You're a man. You're a human. Think about what you got at home. I started practicing that, and it works for me. When you see that temptation, and you think about what you have at home, and what you can lose at home, that temptation fades away instantly. I guarantee you. You start off in the morning by telling yourself that you love you. Let God know you thank God for you. And you turn to your spouse and you let her know that you love them. But you got to show it too. Because the lady, the woman that God has for you, will be the only woman on the face of this earth that will be able to deal with you. I promise you. There's only one woman on this earth that will be able to deal with you, with you all. Everybody else, they'll try to deal with it. They try to deal with it for a little bit, but then eventually they're gonna be gone. There's a one woman that will deal with anything, your attitude, your bipolarness, your fucking craziness, your brain. There's only one woman that's gonna deal with that. And you'll know it. When you straighten up and God send that woman to you, you'll know it. You're gonna be scared at first because you're not gonna believe it. It's gonna be scary because a lot of us, you know, as men, we really don't think that a woman out there exists, especially by our sisters. But there is. But you have to want it bad enough. You don't get younger, you get older. You don't get stop slapping God in the face and do what you're supposed to do. Go out there and get that one woman that God has for you and be a man about it. Leave those other chicks alone. They're not worth it. The only thing that's going to happen is if they find out you playing them, they're going to try to destroy what you have. Why not just get with one woman to help build on what you have, not take away what you have? She may not be the woman that you visioned, but she's for you. And it's very important. It's time as men that we got to start showing an example for our boys. If our boys see us being dogs, they're going to become dogs. If they see us being men, husbands, providers, that's what they're going to want to be. Well, somebody got to make the first step. We got to break these chains right now, gentlemen. I have been through so much in my life, and some experiences in my life has caused me to make some unfavorable decisions. But God loves me so much, gentlemen, that he sent to me his most prized angel to save my life. He sent my wife to me. He sent my future to me. That's how much God loved me. So he loved me that much that he would send me an unworthy man, a man who had lied to him and hurt his heart so many times. And he would send me his most precious angel just to show me how special I am. He would do it to you. But you got to want it. You got to want it, gentlemen. It's up to you. It's up to you. You know, some of us complain about women being hoes, women being sneaky, women being gold diggers. But we are the lighter fluid for that. We are the lighter fluid for that. If we wouldn't try to impress these women with materialistic things and money, hey, how can they be gold diggers? If we would just stop putting these women in situations, just maybe they won't be whores. If we just go out and find a woman that God has for us, we wouldn't have to worry about a whore, would we? We wouldn't have to worry about a gold digger, would we? We wouldn't have to worry about a sneaky woman, would we? Because, hey, the woman that God has for you is right there. She may not be the most perfect. She may piss you off at times. But that's okay. God made her for you. So God is going to be there with you to help you get through whatever situation that y'all going through. I had to learn that. Yes, my wife, she pisses me off at times. She got some ways that I'm unfavorable of. But at the end of the day, She still completes me. And that's all that matters. And like I said on my Facebook, if we don't concentrate on the bad so much, we will be able to see some of the good. If you're with a woman right now that you have doubts about, just maybe she's not the woman for you. She's not the woman that God has for you. And that's what you have to understand, gentlemen. The woman that God has for you, you won't have no doubts. You would not have any doubts. You would know if you make a mistake, she may fuss, straighten you, curse you out, whatever the case may be. She may do all that, but she's going to be there for you. She's still going to be there. If you don't have that confidence with the woman that you have, she is not the woman for you. Maybe God has not allowed you to find that woman. Maybe he's not opening your eyes to find that woman because you're not ready. You're not being a man yourself. You're not marriage material yourself, because God is not going to send his angels to you so you can mess it up. He wants you to get it right. He wants you to get it right. I want you to get it right. Hell, I know you want to get it right. But it's up to you. It is up to you. One thing before I close. When there's a will, there's a way. You bring the will, and God gonna show you the way to get to the woman that he has for you. Don't ever forget that. God bless. Take care.